This is the Living in Bakersfield channel. You know, this is the channel to come to when you are thinking about moving to Bakersfield, buying real estate in the state of California, and calling this community yours. And I absolutely want to hear from you when you're ready to do that. So a call, a text, an email will get that entire process started, and we can get you in Bakersfield in Kern County and get you a beautiful home for a very, very low cost, considering for the state of California. Now, all that being said, I'm a realtor. I'm in the state of California. We're kind of reading the room. There's a lot of you Californians that are saying, it's time to go to Florida. It's time to go to anywhere but California. The reason I am doing this video is because I want to introduce you to my colleagues, my friends, whether I've met them in the room, I'm chatting with them on Instagram, they have a YouTube channel, they are a top-notch realtor, or all of the above. And then I can hand you off after we sell your property here in California to them. And you can have the relationship. You've already gotten to know them here on my channel, praise the Lord. And then you can have the relationship with them to buy the property in the area that they serve. Today is no different. I'm about to introduce you to Jenise Gato. She serves the Miami metropolitan area. So let me introduce you to Jenise.
Hi. So happy to be here.
Yes. Okay. So Jenise, so we were talking off camera about the area that you serve, and I got confused, and I know you said that a lot of people get confused. Yeah. So help us understand where you are and who you serve, or the area you serve.
I am in an area in the city called Miramar. Nobody knows who Miramar is, right? So I'm literally sandwiched in between Miami and Fort Lauderdale in the suburbs. I'm on the west side. So like we were talking, when you think of South Florida, you're thinking the beach, the ocean. I'm about 30 minutes inland. Like I'm closer to the Everglades. I'm living with alligators and snakes.
Yes.
Florida has to offer.
That's fantastic. We went to Florida in 2020 during the lockdowns. We stayed in Naples, and we went down to the Everglades and did one of those things where we went and saw had to hold the alligators, and I was like, this is as close as I ever want to be. Here you go. Here you go back.
When they're cute and little, right? When they're small.
Yeah, when it was cute and little and couldn't eat my face.
Right.
Okay, so, and you are serving that area, and we'll pull it up here in just a hot second, but you have been serving that area as a realtor for how long?
Oh my goodness. I've been licensed for a very long time, over 20 years, 2001 to be exact. I know, right after high school. Right after high school.
Whatever that sun is doing over there in Florida, I need some of that. You look fantastic. I don't know how old you are. Okay, so with everybody leaving California and moving to Florida, I'm gonna guess you might have helped a few Californians move into your area.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
And you're still their friend, right? You don't hate them?
No, I was concerned. I was like, how is the difference? Like, I want to make sure they adapt well, and they're happy. One of my neighbors right across the street, I have a Californian.
Yay!
And they're so happy.
And they didn't bring the crazy. They're bringing the standard American way of life. Love
Wonderful. It. Yes.
Oh,
exactly.
good. Now, in my mind, when I think Miami area, I think condo, oceanfront, multi-million-dollar, welcome to Miami, right? Like that's what I think, right?
I'm going to Miami. Welcome to
Miami. And like a bodega, maybe down around the corner, like tell me where I'm missing the mark.
Right. So I mean, it's really nice because we can cater to all lifestyles, right? So if you did want to have that lifestyle, absolutely, we can get you that lifestyle. It's going to be closer to the water. It's going to be closer to the beach, much more hustle and bustle, much more traffic. But then if you want to get away from it all, you kind of come to my area, which is like the suburbs. You get to hop on I-75 at the turnpike, and then you get to go into the city. But when you want to retreat and get away from it all, you want to be in the suburbs. So that's Miramar, Pembroke Pines, Weston, Southwest Ranches. So you can have these beautiful single family homes. You can have townhomes. You can have ranch homes. You can live on an acre, believe it or not. I mean, variety. I know. You wouldn't even think it, but we have those options where you have an HOA community, or you could live where there's land and no HOA, and yeah.
Can you see my mind being blown with everything that you're saying? I can't even like imagine like an acreage. Like what? What? That's awesome.
I know, and it's beautiful. I mean, that would be like the Davie area, known as Davie Plantation, Southwest Ranches. Gorgeous, gorgeous areas.
So if I am going to move there and, I'm a first time buyer and I'm going to go move I'm ready to leave California and I want to move to Florida.
Mhm.
Great weather. It's very comparable to California weather. You guys have a little bit more humidity, but there's water everywhere. Californians, we're used to sun and water. So what am I going to do for a living there besides like a service industry? What industry is there?
Right. So we have a big medical field. There's all hospitals galore all over the place.
Okay.
So
Love
a
it.
big medical field. We have a tech. Believe it or not, it's becoming like a little Silicon Valley down here. We had a huge influx of tech jobs. So a lot of big tech companies have moved down here, which is great. So if you're in the tech industry, you're going to have opportunities. Of course, teaching. There's always teaching opportunities. Military. We have a lot of military bases, homeland security. Like we have opportunities in the government jobs as well. And of course, entrepreneurs. Like if you wanted to start a business, it's a wonderful business friendly government. They're just wonderful at letting you guys, start businesses down here.
One of the things that I hear a lot when I do these interviews and when I talk to my clients that are moving out of state, they're like, the Mexican food. We need a good California style Mexican food. Now, I hear an accent on your side of things. So tell me what the situation is with your accent and the Mexican food where you are.
Okay, well, the funny story is I call it a Miami accent.
Oh, well, all right.
I don't know. I feel like if anyone you speak to that is from Miami, we have that little like it's the vowels, I guess. But I am, of course, of Hispanic descent. My mom is Cuban Puerto Rican. My biological father was born in Argentina, but Italian, Spanish background. Born and raised in Miami. I know. It's what we call in Spanish un arroz con mango. It's like a rice and mango. It's so Latina, Hispanic, but I also European because I have the Italian, Spanish side. But down here, so it's funny because once you leave Florida, everyone thinks it's just Mexican. Like it's just that's the only other Hispanic, country. Like it's only Mexicans come here. No, in South Florida you have Venezuelans, Cubans, Argentinians. Almost very little Mexicans, actually. Very few Mexicans. The majority are Cubans, Venezuelans. We have Colombians. Like it's a melting pot of a Hispanic heritage, and of course you have a wonderful American. It's a melting pot. It's a little melting pot. And so for food, we have all kinds of delicious food. Of course, you have Cuban food, you have Venezuelan food, you have Colombian food. We have authentic Mexican food. So yeah, we have a wonderful, wonderful array of dishes, that you can
I have to say there have not been too many of my clients that have complained about the food specifically in your area. So that's encouraging for us to be like, okay, we're going to get something that feels a lot like what we've currently got. Let me ask you a random California question because we are struggling over here with the price of gas. So I went and got gas over the weekend in my daughter's little first time car, like it's a little Kia car.
Aww.
And it was $5.29 a gallon at Costco. It was insane. Yes, it was insane. Insane.
Wow.
What is gas there right now? What is gas?
I mean,
there?
at Costco, you're looking at $3.39 at Costco. Exact comparison.
Come on.
I'm going to be your new neighbor.
Come on, let's go. We'll team up.
Gosh, 3 something. Every Californian just went 3. We haven't seen 3 since 2022.
No, and before that, when we had our other president, it was under $2.
Are you kidding me?
Under $2. I mean, what the heck is that?
I know.
So for us, we're still paying a lot of gas. This is a lot for us. We're just like,
Right.
Yeah.
And so Californians, we like our shopping. We like our grocery stores. We like our Costco. We like Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. All of that, even though you're in the suburbs, is still accessible where you are.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you probably have a, do you guys have a Wegmans? How do you say that? What is that one?
No.
Oh.
No, we have Sprouts. Do you have a Sprouts?
Yep, we have a Sprouts. Okay.
Okay, so we have Whole Foods, we have Sprouts, we have Costco, we have Trader Joe's. We have a Fresh Market that's
What's
not too far from here. Fresh Market is like a smaller Whole Foods. It's a little smaller, but
Okay.
it has that whole vibe. Super cute. It has like a farmer's market vibe. Yeah, and then we have a Super Target. Super Targets. Do you have Super Targets over there?
We
With the
do.
grocery store and Super Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have all of that. We have all of
Okay.
that. And Publix is our main grocery store, and I think they're only in Florida. right? Publix, you don't have that.
I don't think in the state of California we have Publix. I've heard of it just because I've talked to so many agents outside of California, but I'm trying to think. I don't think we have any of those in California.
No. Okay. So we have a Publix, which that's our main grocery store, like our little local grocery store throughout all of Florida. And then we have some like of course, some Hispanic Latin grocery stores like Sedano's and Winn-Dixie's. I have a Latin flair. I know. Winn-Dixie is another grocery store that we have too. I know.
I love the options. So this is a big area in Kern County in Bakersfield. Like we have a huge agriculture area. We are big with oil. We are big with, gas and oil. So like I can go to the corner and get like beautiful fresh strawberries that were grown. They were just picked yesterday and I'm buying them today. Is that something in your area as well? Like,
so we have little farmers markets, right? Where they have, they're little. So you would have to go, let's say from where I'm at, it's about, I want to say 25 minutes from here. And you can get like fresh, you can get like honey, like, actual local honey, which is really nice. Sunflowers, fresh flowers.
yes.
But to pick strawberries, we would go down south from here. So that would be like the Homestead area. So that would be about 40 minutes south of where I'm at. And they have huge fields where you could pick your strawberries and things like that. So it's just nice because, you kind of just get a little bit of everything. And if you want to go to the beach, you would head east and it's about 30 minutes. Of course, if you want to live on the beach, then that's a whole other story.
Okay, so here's another California question. So we get a little fired up about bugs and weather. So California, we like here in Bakersfield, we have close to 300 days of sun. We don't have hurricanes. We don't have tornadoes. We have a lot of sun. And when it gets hot, like it's triple digits hot. If it's 104, it's a straight 104. We don't have a lick of humidity. Like it's 104. That's not the case over where you guys are.
No.
There's a lot of humidity over there in Florida, right?
Yes. It's very much like an island life. I feel like it feels like an island. We do have sun the majority of the year, but of course it'll rain. And the funny thing is it could be raining, it could be sunny in the morning and then raining in the afternoon and vice versa. Like a minute later, like what? The sun is out, it rains. Right. It's crazy. It's very bipolar at times. It's funny. But the weather is gorgeous most of the time. Of course, we do get hurricane season, which is typically from like August to November, the beginning of November, really around that time. The good thing about the hurricanes for me, again, born and raised, we're very used to it, is you have a warning. We have plan. You could plan, you're either going to hunker down or you're going to take off, so it's up to you how you want to do it. I've never left. I've always been here for every single hurricane because, we're just like that, we're just hardcore Floridians. The new ones are like, oh my gosh, we're like, it's okay, it's fine. We have impact windows now. A lot of new construction has impact windows, or we have shutters. Like we're equipped now to be able to withstand the winds that come from the hurricanes. We do, believe it or not, get some tornadoes every once in a while, which is interesting. We don't get earthquakes, no fires here.
Yeah.
I'm lying. They actually purposely set fire to the Everglades for some type of climate reasons, for a positive thing. I don't ask me because that's not my wheelhouse, but that's something that's usually done controlled, typically.
Yeah. Try to keep it down, a controlled burn and all the things, the forestry, something.
Yes, something. We do have bugs.
And gators.
We have lizards. We have iguanas. Iguanas are hilarious. When it gets super cold, they freeze. I'm sure you've heard about it.
No.
Oh yes, they'll freeze. They'll fall off of the trees. It's the funniest thing ever. They thaw out and they're back to life again. It is hilarious. It's legal to hunt them because they are becoming a little bit of an issue because there's just too many of them. And we do have gators. It's not something that you see every day, but it's not uncommon to see them in a lake, just kind of swimming by. But yeah, I
heard that like when you are in Florida or in the southeast of our country, if there's water, you need to assume that there's a gator there.
That's right.
Is that true?
100%. That's exactly.
And they'll eat my dog. They'll eat my dog's face. Is that right?
Maybe. Yeah. Thankfully, look, I've been here 46 years, and I've had dogs for my life, and we've all survived. So it's okay. It's one of those statistics, right? Like you see, and you're like, you only see the bad news.
Yes.
You don't see the good news, which is every day that you're living here and you don't really get eaten by an alligator.
I did hear you mention new construction. So is there a lot of growth as far as like new construction in the area that you serve?
Yes, thankfully, it's a good, builders have been stepping up and building more inventory because we really didn't have that much inventory. So any little piece of land that they find, they'll just build vertically if they have to, like townhomes, anything, to be able to offer homeowners options. So you'll have some new construction opportunities for sure. That's just, we're running out of land though in the Southeast Florida area that I'm in. So then we would have to kind of move a little bit more north. There's some in Palm Beach I'm seeing a lot of, and then just sporadic in Homestead. There is some further down south, so it really just depends on where you're going to be working, where you want to be situated, where you want to raise a family.
Sure.
But there are some new construction opportunities, which has been great to be able to provide options to homeowners.
So you've mentioned like you have acreage, you have, 123 Main Street, you've got new construction, and you've got the vertical, like I was thinking about earlier. So there's a nice mix.
100%.
And that probably means a nice variety of price points too, right?
Exactly. I mean, right now the average down here has gone up to about, close to 600,000. It just depends on what you're looking for. I'm sure, I would love to hear California, but depending on where you want to live, like if you want to live down south, you could find yourself a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home for $550,000,
Nice.
Single family home. Not an acre, but it's going to be a home with lots of space. Wonderful.
It's not in California.
Right. So my neighbors in California, they said, my goodness, we bought this home. Let's say this one in this particular community was like 1.2 million, but it's a 5-bedroom, 3.5-bath home, 8,000 square foot lot, as opposed to over there. They said that they were paying, probably more than that for like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single, like tiny little house.
Right.
So you do get a lot more bang for your buck.
Right. Well, and you guys in Florida are having a lot of what we're having, where homeowners insurance is kind of becoming a thing. On our purchase contracts, it's becoming a right of cancellation because it's as important for a buyer to get their homeowners insurance just as much as it is for them to get their loan sorted. So it's becoming a right of cancellation early on in our contracts. Are you guys experiencing a lot of homeowners insurance stuff over there too?
We have had issues in the sense where we have less options, but
less companies.
I have not seen right of cancellations yet, thank God.
Yeah. So when you say less options, are you talking about like less companies?
Right. Some companies have pulled out. So now we have maybe about 3 or 4 top ones. And luckily they're still providing service. The cost has gone up, but you have options. There has really been no right to cancel yet for insurance. I have not seen that yet. Wow.
Yeah. As California goes, so goes the rest of the nation, unfortunately. Okay. So I work for Coldwell Banker and we have this fun thing called a move meter. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to walk through, like if somebody were to sell here in Bakersfield and buy in your neighborhood, you're going to give me a zip code here in a hot. So this is the Coldwell Banker site. Obviously somebody can go and look at houses, all the fun things. So we're going to compare, let me get everything out of the way here. So we're going to compare Bakersfield. So I'm right in the middle of the state, right? So I'm not coastal. I'm 2 hours from any, like the coast, the mountains, and like Southern California, Hollywood and all that. And then further on up, like the Bay Area. So what would be a zip code that we could punch in here?
33029.
Pembroke Pines. Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
A move.
Wow.
Can you see that?
Look at that.
So we are 2,700 miles apart right now.
Wow.
And it says it could be a smart move if you value housing affordability and job market strength. Well, as you know, as we both know, California and Florida, we are the highest state for unemployment. And you guys probably have some of the lowest unemployment rates. So let's see. So we're going to get a number here. So look at this. Woo!
Wow.
Jenise, look at that, 77. Okay, so we're going to go through, it's got housing affordability, quality of life, job market strength, and living affordability. So it's going to break it down. So our home price, our median home price right now is about $397-ish. So this on my side is pretty accurate, and yours being 715. That's about what you said.
Yeah, it's been in the 600s, in the high 600s, exactly. But that's because this is like the West Broward, the West area where the suburbs are. Yeah, they've gone up a lot.
So property taxes from where I'm at to where you're at, about the same. Home appreciation. So ours is 3. Look at yours, 5.8. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Our price per square foot versus yours. So it says Pembroke
Pembroke. Yeah, that's good.
Pembroke Pines scores lower than Bakersfield in housing affordability. Yay. Okay. So I'm on the left. You guys are on the right. So education, California versus Florida. Healthcare and fitness, California versus Florida. That's interesting. Weather and weather, we're pretty comparable. That's probably your humidity versus my dryness.
Yep,
Air
absolutely.
quality index. We, like I said, we are landlocked. So that 19 is nothing like this 63 cuteness that you probably have a lot of coastal breezes and wind blowing. And then, so look at our commute score, dead on, exactly the same. I know. Accessibility. So the things that we can get to and the things that you can get to, very comparable. And then culture and entertainment, we're higher than you guys are. That's weird.
Interesting.
That's weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
because I'm in the suburbs. I'm in the suburbs. If you put there, you know, maybe Fort Lauderdale, you know, that's a whole other story.
Oh, okay. So culture and entertainment. So Pembroke Pines scores higher than Bakersfield on quality of life. Okay. Unemployment rate. Not a news flash to either of us. So like you were saying, going there with an entrepreneurial spirit, going there needing just a job, or going there and finding a company where you could have a ton of upward mobility are all available for the taking, right?
Mhm. Yep.
Recent job growth, like I said, look at that, negative 2.26.
Wow.
And yours is opposite. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. Companies are it's not just the companies like, oh, so and so left California. Yeah, how many people did they employ? How many families are now going, what are we gonna do? So that is heartbreaking news for an entire state. Okay, so future job growth index, so that is you. This means like we need companies. And then the median household, whoa, it's very high there. You can make some money.
Yep. The income has gone up a lot.
To shake a stick at, boy, oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So scores higher than Bakersfield in job market strength, just like you said.
Wow. Look at that
Look
state
at
income
this.
tax. Come on down. Come on down. Let's
Oh
go.
my gosh. I'm just like, I'm staring at that like, what would that be like?
Wow.
Utilities, food and grocery, comparable, sales tax. So we're higher than you, but you guys are still kind of high. And then
We are.
transportation costs. Yeah. Weird that your transportation costs are so high. So it says it scores lower than Bakersfield on affordability. So it's higher in some and lower in another. But here, look at this is a fun little map. We didn't need to find an agent, Coldwell. We already have one on the line. We're good. But yeah, isn't that fun? I love that is, you know, we can walk through that and be like comparing apples to apples.
I love it.
Yeah.
That was fun. This has been very exciting. I love it. I do love California. I've only been once, and I went to San Diego. So I don't know. That's all I know about California, and I fell in love. But then I saw the prices, and I was like, oh, that's
Yes.
a whole other world there. La Jolla
Yeah.
and all of that. Is that how you
Oh,
say
yeah,
it?
you
La
didn't-
Jolla or La Jolla?
No, La Jolla, and you can La Jolla yourself, enjoy yourself. I mean, no, La Jolla. Well, yeah, you didn't go to a bad place. You went to like one of the top places that's growing in our state is San Diego area.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. The state is beautiful. I am a native. I've lived here all 53 years. I am heartbroken to see so many people leaving because I'm like, well, blah, blah. It is amazing to see how many people are calling Florida home that have loved California. And they're like, it's not that different. You get used to the humidity, cost
Right.
of living. We can start our business, you know, all the things.
Right? No, it's true.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I would always worry about their weather because when I went there, I just said, oh my goodness, okay, now you guys have that weather without the humidity. It's amazing. But I will tell you one thing I didn't like was your beaches are freezing. You cannot go in the water. They're just pretty to look at. But I'm like, I can't go in that water. Plus there's killer whales. Don't you guys have orcas over there?
No.
Oh,
You're contained. The orcas are contained in SeaWorld, but no, there's no orcas. But yes, the water is
I was
cold.
wondering.
Very,
I'm
very
like,
cold.
oh, yeah,
That
yeah.
is- I do remember that now when we went, like I said, on that vacation to Florida, we were on the Gulf side. And it was like the saltiest, warmest water. I was like, this is like a bath.
Yes, yes, I know. It could be really, really hot during the summer, but otherwise, I mean, it's gorgeous. Like you can actually enjoy the ocean. You can go snorkeling. You can go inside and enjoy. Yes.
Yeah.
One thing I couldn't let go.
Okay, well, I am so thankful to have you come on and meet my audience. I know you and I are friends on Instagram, and that is your handle on Instagram, right?
Yes, yes.
So for anybody that is thinking about leaving California and moving to the suburbs of Miami, we'll just say the suburbs of Miami,
yes.
right? Like,
Yes.
because, we're probably all thinking, welcome to Miami. Like, we're just thinking something different than potentially what you live in. And that's, maybe we have ruled it out when we shouldn't have.
That's right. That's right. See, now you know. Now you know.
Yeah.
There's so much more
Now
to South Florida. And
Yeah. We can start the businesses and have a job and all the things. Thank you. I am so happy that everybody got to meet you, Jenise.
I'm so
Jenise
glad.
rhymes with Denny's, but not.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh,
So this is her number. If you want to go ahead and reach out to her.
you can always send me a DM on Instagram as well. You could call me, text me, and I will be more than happy to help you guys. It would be
Yes. Here you go. Or you can just do all of the above and find her via her name, which is Jenise Gato, a South Florida realtor.
That's right. Thank
Yes.
you so much for having
Thank
me.
You bet. And I look forward to helping people be handed off to you, and you can help them call Florida home.
Yes, absolutely. It was my honor. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right. Bye.
Take care.